Recording in progress.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Dear participants, dear speakers, we are pleased to welcome you to our sixth Info Day via Seeds of Bravery project. Today's topic is the Seeds of Bravery delegations. The Info Day will provide a comprehensive introduction to the concept of delegation, detailing their importance and the procedure of selection participants, including the benefits of joining. You will learn about the key events in 2024 where you can participate as part of delegation and explore how such involvement offers significant opportunities for growth through networking, partnerships, and support from incubators and accelerators. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comments box in the YouTube and also include your email address. My name is Yana. I'm a head of project and programs in Ukrainian Startup Fund, and today I will working with my colleagues. Andriy Zaikin, CEO at YEP Accelerator, Inna Peripelitsa, Senior Advisor at Lux Innovation, and Katerina Hrechko, CEO at Ecosystem. So we want to remind you that the Seeds of Bravery project funded by the European Union under the European Innovation Council. So let's get started. First question I will cover from my side, and today we'll speak about what are delegations and why you should apply for them. I want to present today relevant events for 2024 to attend as a part of project delegation. So, as a part of Seeds of Bravery project, participants are granted access to the UA tech ticket offer, which include a limited number of tickets for participation in major tech events all around the world. In both part offline and online formats individually or by joining the Ukrainian delegation. So Ukrainian tech, slide back please. So Ukrainian tech SMEs, startups and scale-ups can become a part of Ukrainian national delegation and present their product and their innovative project in the booth of Ukrainian delegation. Next one, please. Now I want to tell you about the benefits of participation in delegation and why does your project need it for right now. First of all, it's expanding your professional network. So delegations provide an opportunity to meet and network with case players in each industry who can become important partners or clients of your project. For the second, it's to demonstrate your own product, your project. Participation in delegation allows you to present your product or service into the international area for the audience, attracting potential investors, customers, clients, and partners. And for the third, that's really good opportunity to meet key stakeholders, opportunity to communicate directly with leaders and influencers in the tech industry, which can help grow your business and create new strategic of partnership. Next one, please. So here we are. Here you can see the Ukrainian delegation all around the world for the past years. And participation into the delegation is your chance to showcase your product to the world, attract investment, find customers, and take your development to the next level. So here you can see just the Ukrainian delegations through the whole continent of the world. Here is Startup Grand Global in USA, Slash in Helsinki, it's Vivatech in Paris, it's Collision in Toronto. So you have a brilliant and unique opportunity to join all this delegation for the next year. Next slide, please. A little bit about the UA tech ticket offer for participation in these tech events. So access to event, as I mentioned already, offline or online. Admission criteria is the main objective from our side. So you need to meet the criteria to join us in this project. First of all, is be registered in Ukraine or be relocated from Ukraine to the one of the member states of the European Union. Have at least one founder or co-founder working full-time for the company, and also have at least one founder or co-founder or top manager holding Ukrainian citizenship. Also, you need to be in pre-seed seed or Series A funding stage, developing an innovative product or services with plans to scale internationally. And to qualify for funding, projects must solely focus on civil application without any intent for military use or serving military purposes. So the criteria listed below are essential, but maybe that's subject to change according to the request or requirements of each organization party or each individual conference or tech event. So be careful here. Next slide, please. Over here, you can see the map of the future delegation. So the list of delegation we are supposed to do in the next year. So we hope we'll go to the Tech Barbecue, Viva Tech, Web Summit, BET UK in London, TNV in Amsterdam, SaaS Talk in Dublin, Latitude, Select USA / Nordeep, um, Startup Nights, and a lot of delegation that you can apply to and join us. Next slide, please. And now I want to introduce a little bit the procedure of selection participants for the delegation events. Next slide. So the procedure is really not so hard as you can imagine. We have just the first stage here. First one, launch of the open call. Second one, filling out an application. Third one, the pitch day. And fourth one, participation into the event. And right now I will I want to clarify a little bit about each step of this procedure. Next slide, please. First of all, about the launch open call. US Seeds announces the start of the open call into the all social media channels, Telegram, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, X. So you can find the information about open call launched already in this social media. Each announcement specifies additional selection criteria for startups wishing to participate. So just be careful here. So if you meet each criteria that you have for the specific conference, you can apply. If not, just like I think that it will be hard to you to participate if not. This criteria may include industry specialization, business development stage, innovative potential, or ethical. In the slide, you can see the first two steps of the how to apply. First one, after entering your account, you need to click the Partner Programs button on the sidebar in the USF web portal. So then you will go to the next page. You can see it into the right now to select the required program and start filling out the application form. Right now, you can see there is just a one program for the group. It's not about the delegation because for right now, it's no open calls open. But when we will have the open calls, you can find them there. Next slide, please. Filling out an application form. Really very not difficult, but really important part of this procedure. Once announced, the participants can find the link in the USF web portal in a social media post. After clicking on the link, potential participants should go to the partners programs and then fill out and submit their application. So after you will put all the information into the application, you need to submit it so we can see it and go to the next steps. Next slide, please. And the third part of this procedure is the pitch day. After reviewing the application, the pitch days will take place where the participants will present their startups in front of the jury and other participants. For this purpose, startups must prepare the special pitch deck that demonstrate the unique and benefits of their project. This is an important opportunity to show why your startup deserves to select to participate in the US Seeds delegation. Some point from our side, what you should pay attention during the pitch. First of all, event language. All pitches will be going in the English. So you need to prepare yourself and your team for the English pitch day. Also, pitching time. You need to know that pitch time it's like depends of the conference, depends of some terms. So it can be just 1.5 minutes or can be 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So you need to understand that you need to have your pitch day for this time. Also, conference. Choose the conference you are applying carefully. If your product meets this market and this conference, you need to explain us why this conference are interested to you. So just be careful. Not all conferences for all of you guys. And the last one is about a pitch deck. So at pitch deck, focus on the main things, the product, the innovative part, innovative component in your product, about market, about your team, and the most important part, why you need to participate in this conference and how it will help you to grow in the future. Next slide, please. The last part of our procedure is participation in the event. So after successful pitch day, you get the opportunity to participate in the USC's delegation, where you will be able to have a network with investors, potential partners, and key stakeholders in their industries. It's also a great opportunity to attract additional attention to your startup and get important feedback from its further development. So just after all procedure passed, you can go to the event. We fully help you with all stuff that you need to know with a booth, with some design things, with some organizational things. We help you with information about side events, with information about some investors, matchmaking, and ethics. So in the event, you just need to present yourself in international area. So I hope that my colleagues will tell you a little bit more about each part of delegation, how to present yourself in the delegation. So I'm really glad to invite to our stage next speaker, Andrei Zaikin, and he will um, like explain for us benefits and opportunities associated with joining delegation and the role of incubators and accelerators here, how delegation can accelerate growth and what to expect. So Andre, the stage is yours. You're welcome.
Hello. Thank you, Yana. Thank you for for your part of presentation and for this introduction. Please show me the next slide. I will start from actually my experience and from where the expertise comes. Actually, I'm a founder and CEO of YEP Accelerator. We have been building ecosystem of innovative entrepreneurship in Ukraine since 2016. And in the course of these years, we already organized 7 delegations in different conferences and countries. Startup Day in Estonia, Finland, it's Nordip and Slash, TechChill. And yes, as I already mentioned, we have 8 years of experience of startup development in Ukraine and more than 100 startup events. So actually, I can tell about the experience of participating in different conferences in organizing of delegations and how the accelerator or incubator can contribute on it, especially as YEP is a leading partner for Deep Tech Incubator, which is part of Seeds of Bravery. Next slide, please. First of all, what's the role of incubators and accelerators in the preparation and the, let's say, expecting results of the participation of startups in delegations? As incubator and accelerator is a part of non-financial support in Seeds of Bravery, it's very good and complementary stuff to help startups to prepare to delegations. And like as you can see on the slide in this picture, like it's very combined things. So actually, when a startup apply and get grant, so after the sign in the grant agreement, startup can also be assigned to incubation or acceleration program, and also can be benefited from the tech ticket program. So actually, in their like such combination, I think that it's really crucially increases the chances to be more effective in conferences, have the resources, have good preparation, mentorship, and have also like opportunity to take part in delegation, in national Ukrainian delegation in different places and spaces in Europe and globe. So for like where's the role of incubators and accelerators? First of all, accelerators and incubators, they are like organizations which that have mission to support and help startups to develop and get opportunities. So this kind of organizations, they like gather really high concentrated expertise and mentorship and opportunities and network to help and to dedicate it to give startups an opportunities. So like as a participant, you can use all these kind of resources and networking which accelerator or incubator get for your like for get benefits for you or like for your startup personally, like and specifically. Accelerator have warm network with investors. Usually in incubators and accelerator, they have their network of partners, stakeholders, VCs in Ukraine and in Europe as well. And actually, usually when accelerator can make an introduction for startups with investors or VCs, it's usually more warm introduction, and accelerators have usually more credibility in front of investors. So you can also use this as a benefit from acceleration or incubation program as well. And of course, any conference, any participation in any delegations, this first of all, how you can pitch your startup in front of different stakeholders, investors, customers, whatever. So the one of the most strong expertise of any incubator or accelerator is preparation for pitch, for preparation your pitch deck, preparation your different kinds of pitch, and this is really crucial part to for preparation to any delegations. So it's also the benefit when you have such kind of expertise around you, a lot of mentorship, pool of investors, a warm network of investors and partners. So actually the all benefits that accelerator and incubator can give you and provide. And next slide, please. Uh, as Jana already mentioned, like first of all, the main benefits from the participation in different delegation and conferences, it's networking, and I would highlight networking and feedback as a very like important and crucial part of participation in any delegation because of as you probably know, like more than half startup fails. They like comes from lack of product market fit and validation, and all this comes from lack of feedbacks and customer development, proper customer development. And conferences usually and such places when you have such concentrated uh, audience where you can get feedback, it's usually a very convenient way to make this customer development proper and get a lot of feedback, and it's kind of decreasing your risk to fail if you like make it properly. And so networking and feedback is one, and then also during the conferences you can find the potential customers and potential investors. It's obvious, but it's should be well prepared. I mean, you should be well prepared for this, and before participation the conference you need to prepare some like basic things. And next slide please, I can like elaborate on this. Of course, your pitch, and when you prepare for conference and for any kind of networking event, you need to have your pitch. And usually it's startup usually have their pitch deck, and it's like more common situation, but not obviously that you need to have your like elevator pitch. And startup accelerators and incubators, they know this very well. They have mentors that know this very well and have good expertise in this, and we can help actually to prepare this short pitch, because all the conversation on all the networking during such a conference, such an intensive conference, they start from small talk with you, like with the person you want to get acquainted, or like consider them like your potential customer or investor. And this small talk usually is 15-20 seconds. You have to make them interested on your product, on your startup, on yourself. So that's why, and I saw it a lot, that startups usually don't have this elevator pitch proper prepared. So this is very important to have this 15-20 second pitch, because this is your chance for like further conversation and further opportunities with this particular person. And actually, all founders and co-founders need to know clear this pitch and have it trained actually. Also, before the conference, you need to know your audience. What's your target audience? What's your ICP you will target on this conference? Whether this investor, whether this customer, or other like kind of person who can give you feedback or something else. But you need to know them, and you need to really have this described profile, what's your target. And then after this, you need to set the objectives for the participation. So actually, if you want to ask investment, so you need to prepare for this call to action, let's say, and ask. If you want to get feedback, you need to prepare for this, but you need to have really clear objective for participation in these conferences. And each conversation you need to start knowing what you want from this particular person, and have prepared and wrote down the written down the ask for them a prepared elevator pitch. And of course, scheduling, timing, planning. So usually each conference, if you want to have effective networking and conversations during the conference, usually you need to prepare 2-3 weeks prior conference for these meetings. Each conference has their own like application where you can see all the list of participants. You can filter them according to your ICPs and those profiles you target, and then prepare and request the connections and meetings 1-2 weeks prior the conferences, because it's very like a lot of mistakes done usually when you start target those people 1-2 days before conference. It's just super short notice, and usually all these people already busy and scheduled, fully scheduled for meetings. So it's timing as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, actually, this was super important, like tips for preparation and what the benefits could be. On this slide, I just want to mention like a kind of case study. It's one of the last conferences that we co-organize with colleagues and partners with Ukrainian Startup Fund, Ecosystem, and Startup Wise guys. It was last April in Tech Chill in Riga, and those startups on this slide, they are like startups from our portfolio as an accelerator. We prepared them, and they like get such a good results. You can see on this slide a lot of leads, warm leads from investors side, a lot of leads from customer side, some potential opportunities for fundraising they got there, and made a lot of products demos and get new partners. And I know that after this conference, they was really well prepared. They get good results after the conference, but then they already have good follow-on activities and follow-on connections with those investors, because they were like really well prepared. This is the kind of like showcase how and case study how it could be. And once again, just for the summarize all this stuff, I definitely participation in these delegations and conferences are super beneficial for startups, but it could be like not such valuable, let's say, if you do not prepare for this and do not know all this like basic stuff that actually accelerators and incubators know very well, and they can prepare you and give you these benefits. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for your speech. I think that it was really brilliant for the startups that want to participate in the Ukrainian delegation as a part of them. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad to invite to this stage Ina Perepelitsa, Senior Advisor at Lux Innovation. She will cover the topic about insights into networking and partnership possibilities. Ina, you're welcome.
Hello, Jana. Thank you for the introduction. So my name is Ina. I'm representing Lux Innovation. So we are innovation agency from Luxembourg. We are helping researchers, startups, SMEs, and corporates to innovate. And we are pleased to be part of US Seeds Consortium. So today I would like to continue what Andrei presented today about networking and partnership possibilities, and mainly how Seeds of Bravery projects can help you if you would be lucky to be selected. So what can wait for you? The next slide, please. So our Seeds of Bravery consortium is a big consortium. It's 19 organizations from 12 countries. And so you should believe that we have an amazing network, and we will be happy to use our network in order to help you to grow. And mainly in our task of pan-European integration, we have partner Plug and Play, who has a big network of mainly corporates and investors, and they will manage matchmaking services inside of our consortium. And of course, each of partners will also contribute to these services. And now, next slide, please. And as Andrei already said, that preparation is very important when you go into the events. And of course, we can do like as much as we can support you, but we would like to have inputs from you. So there are 3 basic steps. Yeah, already all of you know it. It's like pre-event is preparation. Second part is event execution, so engage actively, and post-event follow-up and summarize. So, and each of these stages are hugely important, and especially first one. And in order that we can help you, so as we said, if you are selected, so please define your objectives for this event, where are you going, and also like what precise your objectives. And we have a little bit even draft. So one of the questions you should answer to yourself, like what kind of support do I need? It's like funding, product or technology development, go-to-market, sales interaction, pilot customers, skills, people, or other questions like certification or others. So just we made this great like list of type of support in order to make easier your life in which boxes you should search, and also like with whom exactly you would like to be connected in order to solve your type of need. Again, we have 13 different types of organizations. And while doing this exercise, your need can be, because you can have a manager who will help you with this matchmaking. And the more precise your need will be defined. For example, like you can say, I would like to focus on my sales and traction, and I would like to be connected with 3 corporates and even name them, you know, and what kind of value you would like to offer them, and we will try to make connections. And the same with investors and all other types. And of course, during second stage, engage and follow up and make a summary, because again, in set stage. After summary, you can also define what kind of matchmaking or partnership you would like to have, or you would like to have a support from our consortium. And also I would like to support Andriy and also Jana said before that you never know what kind of pitch, which topics you should focus on your pitch and how long this pitch should be. And definitely, like when you are in such type of conferences, when you meet, like I don't know, Web Summit, sometimes it's 70,000 people, so it's pretty intense. So it's good to have 45 seconds pitch, what you are doing and how you are doing it. And actually, Lux Innovation is also part of another initiative is a Scale Up Club for all Europe, and we can share after this meeting with presentation how to prepare your 45-second speech. This presentation is public, and we will share with you, and it has amazing, like even examples how to make it. And we encourage you to do this preparation and even to test it out with your colleagues, because even with mature startups, scale-ups who fundraised 30 million euros, still we saw lots of room of improvement, but we thought that this 45 seconds speaking is very simple, but it turned out not. So again, please be precise as you can be, and yeah, we will do our best in order to connect you with investors or with corporates or other types of stakeholders that can help you to grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Inna, for your speech. And I'm glad to invite to the stage Katerina Hrychko, CEO at Ecosystem, with the topic Synergizing Success, the role of business startup, collaboration, and networking at tech events. Katya, you are welcome.
Thank you, Jana. Hello, everyone. Thanks to my colleagues who have previously already dived into the international delegations. I would like to say that, guys, you can prepare, you can do a lot of homework, but the main thing I would say is believing in what you do and creating a special storytelling about what your startup is about, why is it you who has to be invested in. Julia, could you please go to the next slide? I would like to tell a little bit about Ecosystem. We are proud to be a part of consortium Seeds of Bravery. As you have already understood, we are 6 partners implementing the program in Ukraine. And many of you have probably heard about Ecosystem. It's a civic union, an NGO, uniting players of Ukrainian ecosystem with focus on product companies. We showcase potential of Ukrainian tech industry in the world and unite market players for more investment to come into Ukraine. We also have a couple of working groups and directions we operate in, including venture investments. So, for example, we are about to form a venture committee with more than 10 venture funds being our members. We work on education and standardization, things like what is Ukrainian startup, what is Ukrainian rooted startup, things which have to be defined for Ukraine to be showcased globally. We cooperate with the state, and Ukrainian Startup Fund is one of our most reliable partners. Only thanks to this cooperation, a lot of things happen. We also work on international relations and have up to 10 countries of our focus, where we help startups expand and open new markets. We also do data and research, and we also have a separate platform, Ukrainian tech ecosystem overview. And we also favor matchmaking among service companies and product companies. Julia, I think we can pass on to the next slide. Thank you. So very brief word about Ukrainian tech ecosystem overview. It's a platform, one of the projects which our organization runs. This is the project created in the end of 2020, something our organization has risen from under support of the Ministry of Digital Transformation. And this platform is one of our directions within the consortium. So we gather information, data about Ukrainian product companies, service companies, accelerators, communities, workspaces, and within CISO Bravery, we will also create a separate section on CISO Bravery grants and the startups which have been granted special funding. So make sure that you are there. If your company is not there, please let us know. There's contact form which can be filled out, or the email you can contact. Let's proceed. I would like to say a couple of words about international delegations and international collaboration we create in NGO. So we are like, the organization which favors synergy between the business and the state, which built a bridge between Ukraine and the world with the help of our esteemed partners. In 2023, there were a couple of grants which we received from USAID and WNISF last year. And we have conducted, together with Ukrainian Startup Funds and under the support of the Ministry of Digital Transformation and a couple of other partners, we have conducted 5 official delegations involving more than 40 Ukrainian startups with preliminary investment totaling over 20 million. That includes Select USA Investment Summit in Washington, D.C., London Tech Week, Collision Canada, TechRun Disrupt. We have also co-organized chapter track within IT Arena, which is not a purely international delegation, but we have been bringing international investors to the to Ukraine to lead. And we were also selected as a socially important organization within Web Summit. But main thing is what's happening with what is about to happen this year. So Andriy has already told you about TechChill, and was the leading organizer together with Ukrainian Startup Fund and Startup Wise guys, and with support of the ecosystem, of course. I think that TechChill and Ukraine's presence was very valuable there. But we're about to have 2 more delegations. Many of you know about it, I think. I'm talking about Latitude 59 now and London Tech Week. So already next week, the delegation from Ukraine will go to Tallinn, Estonia, and there will be a couple of focuses. A big focus now is impact, the impact which can be caused by a startup or any innovation. And I would like to say that there has been a procedure which Jana has familiarized you with, and we have selected very good 8 startups which will represent Ukraine. An important thing is that when going abroad, we have to remember that we represent not only the ecosystem and not only the industry, but also the country as it is. Yulia, I think we can show next slide to go in more details. Yeah, TechChill, I think we can skip because Andy was pretty elaborate on that. Growth Ukraine, that's something I would say a couple of words about. So this is an example of an interesting event within the funding from EBRD. There was, I would say, unification of efforts with Growth Ukraine, startups, scale-ups, I would say, which have become alumni of the Startup West Guys program. And in Warsaw, we had a very interesting event dedicated to institutional funding and to success cases of startups. Let's proceed. Yeah, thank you. So Latitude, flagship tech and startup event in Tallinn. Startups have been granted a very big discount, like Ukrainian startups in general have been granted a very big discount. If some of you know Ukrainian startups who would like to go to Latitude to interact with Ukrainian delegation, please let us know, because our task is to make the maximum presence of Ukraine internationally and to make the best out of networking. We'll also have a separate networking reception is probably not going to be very big, but Ukraine's presence within 3 days of latitude 59 is guaranteed. So if you need any help, information, you can refer to us. You can even contact Ecosystem via a Facebook page, or our colleagues from USF will also pass the information. Yulia, I think we can go to the next slide. The next conference of huge interest for Ukraine as a country and for Ukrainian startups is London Tech Week. So it's going to happen from 10th to 14th of June 2024. As you know, Britain is one of main Ukrainian allies, both economically and politically and technologically, of course. Ukraine will have a separate stand. It's also adjacent to Ukraine Tech Bridge program. So I'm sure that we will have a lot of interesting events, sub-events happening there. 8 startups have been selected from Ukraine. They will have an opportunity to pitch on the stage. And we will also have separate networking for Ukrainian startups. We already get a lot of interesting resources, interesting information about close-side events. So we will make sure that Ukrainian startups and ecosystem benefits at the most. Also, if some of your friends are in London or want to learn more about that, let us know. We will make our best to inform you at the highest level. And of course, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer any of those. And we hope that all or most of delegations which Yana has mentioned in the beginning of her speech will be covered by the ecosystem, and with the unification of our efforts, we will make Ukraine known globally and will make Ukraine remembered globally all the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Katerina. And now Q&A session. Dear participants, if you have any question to the speakers right now, just put them into the message box into YouTube. We will wait a couple of minutes, and if we will have no question, we will finish this info day for today. But you always can ask your question via email Seeds of Bravery, so we would like to answer all your requests. I see there is no question for right now, so I hope that everything is clear. So next on the global agenda in the Info Day number 7 and Info Day number 8. In Info Day number 7, we'll provide insights on how to prepare the successful application for the Seeds of Bravery project. So follow the updates, and in the Info Days number 8, we'll tell you insights from Seeds of Bravery non-financial support part. So friends, we're coming to the end of our info day. Thank you for your participation. Be with us in our communication channel and see you in the next events in Seeds of Bravery project. Thank you so much, all speakers. Thank you for participation. Bye-bye.
Hello, bye-bye, bye-bye.